thank you so much for joining us on CBS 8 Plus. I'm Heather Myers. Here at CBS 8, we are working for you, getting to the bottom of some of the stories that you've asked about. The most recent comes from Escondido. The property manager at Cross Creek Apartments says it's being overrun by drugs, violence, and people experiencing homelessness. She reached out to CBS 8 for help, saying nothing is being done. CBS 8's Abby Black is working hard to get answers and is already getting some response from law enforcement.
The property manager says that they had to board up this unit because squatters kept breaking in, but it's next door that's giving them a lot of trouble. They've been trying to get them evicted. It wasn't until they contacted CBS 8, and when we started working for you, the sheriff gave them a call.
Graffiti so graphic we can't show what it says on TV.
Broken windows, broken sliders.
Weapons out in the common area at Cross Creek Apartments in Escondido.
The knives. They leave knives sitting on trash cans.
Property manager Kathy Fox says that they've cleaned up syringes and had to hire a 24-hour security officer who fled Ukraine last year.
I literally feel like I've gone from one war into another.
We were there as people who were told are not on the lease. They were coming and going from the unit. Moments later, maintenance called 911 after a fight.
I have to use the words please and thank you.
Fox says that she's spoken to the tenant through the door countless times.
And I have been trying to get this unit out of here. And I'm still waiting. And I've been waiting since May 2022.
Fox says after the parents in the unit passed away, their son, who was their caretaker, stopped paying rent in March 2022. Since then, police have been called several times.
She says that the police do show up and talk to the troublemakers, but then they drive off and no one's arrested.
A police spokesperson says that they've not been able to prove any crimes have been committed since no eviction notice has been served. And if troublemakers are invited on the property by the tenant, they can't fine anyone for trespassing.
It's unbelievable.
The property manager tells me that she started the process of filing for an eviction in April of last year. I emailed the sheriff's department, who handles evictions, to find out what's taking so long.
I notified Channel 8. Ironically, we get a phone call this morning from the sheriff's department sharing that we're going to have a lockout, but the date still isn't set.
A sergeant who oversees North County evictions told me that they did not receive the writ for eviction until January, and it will be served.
It's hard. It's very hard. It's super hard. I want nothing but the best for my residents. I want them to be in a safe environment.
Working for you in Escondido, I'm Abby Black, CBS 8.
Well, now to a story that we have been following for weeks. More condominium owners are coming forward telling us that their farmers insurance policies are being canceled due to wildfire risk. The latest, a 115-unit complex in Scripps Ranch. For the first time, we are now hearing from Farmers Insurance. As CBS 8's David Gottfredson reports, some HOAs are considering changing their bylaws so individual owners can carry their own property insurance.
Our total premium went from $50,000 a year to almost $800,000 a year.
Condo owner Dave Sloat is talking about the master property insurance policy on the Village Woods complex in Scripps Ranch that Farmers Insurance did not renew in November due to wildfire risk. The $32 million policy covered exterior damage to the entire complex. A replacement policy cobbled together on the secondary market could now cost each condo owner an additional $500 or $600 per month.
In addition to our premium going up by 16x, our deductible has gone from $10,000 per incident to $250,000 per incident.
Because of the higher deductible on the replacement policy, the HOA is going to have to use its own reserves to pay for this damage. That happened last month when 2 eucalyptus trees fell, destroying 2 garages. But it's the wildfire risk that's to blame. As CBS 8 has reported over the past 2 weeks, Farmers Insurance recently dropped policies on 338 condo units in Rancho Bernardo, 240 units in Mira Mesa, and 320 condo units in Tierra Santa. Combined with 115 units in this Scripps Ranch complex, more than 1,000 homeowners are now looking for affordable insurance. Farmers Insurance won't comment on individual policies, but emailed CBS 8 a statement saying, quote, "Similar to other insurers in the state, we regularly review our market exposure and make adjustments as necessary to appropriately manage risk."
We're looking into private insurance, but there's a problem there with walls that are shared with other residents.
Condo owner Mike Colmenero says he's already pricing out policies to cover his own condo, but changing to individual coverage will require changes to the HOA bylaws, requiring a 2/3 vote of all condo owners in the Scripps Ranch complex.
The bottom line is we're getting screwed by the insurance companies, and our local representatives and elected officials don't seem to want to do anything to help us.
So meanwhile, in Tierra Santa, the owners at the Villa Monterey complex there will also be voting to change their bylaws soon. The HOA not only wants owners to approve paying for their own individual property insurance, but they're also asking for a $7,200 special assessment to be approved by a majority vote. Dozens of senior San Diegans are still trapped inside their apartments in Lemon Grove. Actually, they've been stuck there for weeks after their elevators went out of service. Well, neighbors have chipped in, helping them carry groceries and supplies up the steps. CBS 8's Anna Laurel is the first to report on this story, and she went back out there to find out when their life can go back to normal.
There's a new sign on the elevator tonight. It says elevator ropes replacement scheduled for Monday through Thursday of next week, and normal service will resume as soon as complete. That means that all the people who live on those second, third, fourth floors, many of them disabled, will have another week to still be stuck upstairs.
I haven't even been able to go grocery shopping.
Are you able to call like any delivery services or anything?
I'm not paying for no delivery services. It's very expensive.
Still stranded. We met 69-year-old Jonna Thomas earlier this week when we first came to her apartment building for seniors in Lemon Grove. The building's one elevator out of service now for 2 weeks. The only way in and out, the stairs. And this week, Jonna fell.
I don't want to do this.
One of her neighbors actually saw Jonna fall and shot this cell phone video of neighbors coming to help. This is what they're all afraid of. And so they take it slow.
How I feel? I feel awful. Every time I come home from work, I'm depressed because I have to climb these stairs.
Every morning at 5 a.m., Marcia Walker walks down more than a dozen flights of stairs to go to work. And every night, she climbs back up. But she's one of the lucky ones. Dozens of her disabled neighbors have been stuck in their building since the elevator went out of service. And they found out today repairs won't be done until later next week.
I was born in a wheelchair, and I've experienced this many times before.
Tim King blames the elevator repair company.
Companies that are supposed to do stuff for handicapped people they take their time.
I called the elevator repair company 24 Hour Elevator Incorporated. The manager said he couldn't comment.
I just have to take my time.
Tonight, dozens of seniors face another week unable to leave the floor they live on.
They let us hang. It's depressing, you know. It's depressing.
Jonna is grateful she didn't get hurt worse, but now she's too afraid to try the stairs again.
She wanted to call the ambulance, and I didn't want to go through that. So I just been laying down and feeling the pain.
In Lemon Grove, this is Anna Laurel for CBS 8.
Well, now to Linda Vista, where a traffic sign has been wrong for years. It got bowled over and then put back up, but drivers quickly noticed it was then upside down. A viewer let us know about the issue, and now the city is responding. Back to CBS 8's Abby Black, who went to work to get this traffic hazard fixed.
Drivers tell us that this traffic signal ahead sign has been upside down for years. We're working for you to make it right side up.
Driving north on Ulrich Street, and just as you enter Linda Vista, you'll pass this traffic signal ahead sign, but you might not notice the sign is wrong. Let's slow it down and take a closer look. You see, the sign is upside down. I put it side by side with a real traffic light, and you can see that the red stoplight is supposed to be on top, not the bottom.
This might be some funny example, but it is a distraction to drivers.
David Peary says that he reported on the city's Get It Done app just a few days ago and then posted the mistake on Twitter and tagged me. So I got to work and reached out to the city to find out what's the deal. Meanwhile, the tweet got Tom Wellman's attention too.
I reported that about 2 years ago, and they closed it back in 2021, I believe.
Peary and I dug through Get It Done and found that there were more reports about this sign.
Oh, so it looks like it was knocked down 3 years ago.
I found in 2019, several Get It Done reports were submitted about the sign being down. Crews put the sign back up, but Tom says the sign was upside down. In May 2021, the city said the ticket was closed and crews resolved the issue.
I thought the case would be closed. They would have turned that signal ahead sign right side up.
Unless someone came in the middle of the night and flipped it back over, I don't think anything was done.
You might recognize Peary. We've spoken to him before about unresolved Get It Done reports.
I've submitted over 26,000 Get It Done reports, from graffiti to potholes to signs.
Wellman lives in Carlsbad.
When I'm in San Diego city limits, I'll take pictures and report the issues.
And let the public and CBS 8 know about it so we can find a resolution. Around 1 p.m., a city spokesperson responded via email and said, "We have a transportation department crew en route to resolve the issue." As for what series of events transpired to keep this sign upside down since 2021, we'll need more time to look into it. As for the sign itself, it will be fixed by the time your story airs. Peary hopes to see this kind of quick response on other Get It Done reports.
So this is a public safety, low-hanging fruit endeavor that I'm on. I'm not looking for any fame or fortune. I just want things fixed.
Working for you in Linda Vista, I'm Abby Black, CBS 8.
Well, we are happy to report that our work helped to get that traffic sign in Linda Vista fixed. It took a little extra time, but just days after our story aired, we checked to see if the sign was fixed, and lo and behold, it's now right side up. Remember, we want to work for you too. If there is something that you would like us to look into, just email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.